Kate Fulcher to Toni Creates, and today I'm just going to start a project, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. I had a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, a few baby showers, whatever, friends having babies, and it's second or third time babies, and I think they've all received crochet. I love crocheting and knitting. They've all received a blanket from me. So I want to do a couple of these. So I have a few of these golden books, which I got on Amazon, because here in Ireland you don't get these at the charity shops. So I've got that. I'm busy dyeing some copy and some writing things that I was cleaning. Actually, no, I got this at a charity shop for 20 cents a book. Okay, so that's busy being tea dyed. This is my last two tea dyed pages, so we'll cut them down to size so they're ready to go. But now I want to show you how I dismantle this. First of all, you need a heat gun or a hairdryer or whatever if you want to save this. If you don't want to save it, chop it up, but I want to save it. So I'm going to heat it up, because when you heat it up, it warms up the glue, and then you can grip it and it'll come apart. Here goes. Right, as you saw, I was heating up the glue, reheating the glue. There's still a few spots, but the majority of the glue is actually off the book. Now, the reason I do this, guys, is because I don't want to cut down my pages, because they fit, that's my template, they fit perfectly in here. Because if you make it smaller, you've got to cut off some of your story pages. So, you know, now I don't want to cut off the turkey's legs, you know what I'm saying? So here is what we're gonna do. A kitchen knife would work probably better than trying to do with this. So I'm just don't want to damage my cover. Now, this is a brand new cover, so this spine here hasn't really been cracked. I haven't like opened it like fully. So you see, oh well, this is actually, you see this one, the front one is still stiff, so we're good with that. But the back page you cover up anyway. So let's just get that one like that. Let's do this side as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a job dismantling them, but it's worth the time. If you just, now the lady I have in mind for this journal, oh come on, is having a boy, but I also don't know if she's much of a journalist. So I'm going to be doing a lot of like prompts, because sometimes you don't know what to journal, but I want to put in prompts like, this happened on your first day, world news on your first day, and the day you first smiled, and sort of stuff like that. So, and then I am going to be putting in photo mounts, just so that she can remember to put photos or pictures or postcards or whatever. So, and pocket, I want to do pockets so that there's place to put greeting cards or well wishes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's, our cover is now off. Now I will be making the spine. So this normally has, yes, 2 signatures. Okay, so I am now going to take, I think this is enough for a A4. Let's see, we have an A4, and I just want to fold this in half, and I don't think it's as wide as this pocket, but that's all right. So what I want to do is just see, I just want to see here. Now we do have to cut off. Okay, so let's just go like this and measure. Oh my goodness, cut off, what's that, 1/4 inch off each page. Not even, yeah, 1/4 inch will do it. Okay, so I'll know to cut down my A4. So I got this, I found this little piece of paper, we'll put in there, and I've got another. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just, I'm busy dyeing some copy and some summer copy, and then I've got these writing things. I'm busy tea dyeing. Told you they're ready, but just in case you missed it. So we leave everything in, and we just come in between, and we put our papers. So I'm not doing, she's not into junk journaling or anything like that, so I will cut these down by 1/4 inch, stick them in, take my other tea dye papers, stick them in, and that'll be the signatures I'll put together for this. Now for the spine, I have this bit of cardboard. I have no idea where I got it from, but it's almost the exact same height as this, so I'm delighted with that. So we're going to give this a spine. Now this is my template, and I think this is a, can't see here, it's 1 inch. So we're going to cut this down by 1 inch. We need an inch. I'm sure it'll fit through this. We might have to go a few times. We've got our inch. Should actually cut a few. I just want to make sure I'm straight. Just trying to make sure that it's, oh, why don't you do it from this side, and then you know you're up against the 1 inch. Doesn't look like an inch. 1 inch to where? That doesn't look like an inch. And I'm pushing down because this is quite thick, and I think I've got all of, see, that's not an inch. That's a liar. Liar. No, that's 1 centimeter. So that is 1 centimeter. Okay, let's go from the other side. That's the inch there. Were you all shouting at me? It's like, woman, look the other way. That's the inch. That's better. And I'm just going to push that down. There we go. And then we just need to tear it off a bit. And then what I want to do is measure the length. Maybe looking at the length. Oh my goodness. Exact to me. Right, let's go like that. And we cut that off. Right there. Scissors, scissors are sitting next to my chair in the lounge for when I do my fussy cutting. Okay, so that's that sort. Okay, now we need some Tyvek, which I've got here, and I think I'm going to do 2 inches. 2 inches, there. Put that back in the packet. This I just got off Amazon, guys. Just got it off Amazon. Oh, let's double check that this is our right length. Yeah, it's a smidge too short, but anyway, it'll be good. that'll be good. By the time we put all the other bits and pieces on, you won't even notice the smidge. As long as I don't do some on the top and some on the bottom. Right, so now we've got our thing in the middle. Okay. And then we're gonna put, I actually want to put these on like that. Okay. So let's get our fabric tack. And we're gonna be sticking these on like that. And then what I have is, it's a bit thick, that I don't need to do such a big gap. You kind of just need to do the gap of the width of your board. So I just want to cut this off so we can use this as a spacer. Waste not, want not. Oopsie, there we go. Okay, so we'll use that edge. Okay, so let's stick this down first, like that. Come on, get to all the sides, like that, and stick this down in the middle. There we go. There we go. And then we can just put this as a spacer and get that down so we can stick glue. Oh, don't get it all over your mat. Anyway, we will. This is an oven liner, guys, so if you saw me doing my did I move that skew? If you saw me doing my with the heat gun, it's fine, my desk is protected. Right, let's stick that down there. Make sure we are in the middle. Go like that. Okay. Oh, look at this big mess here. That's the one thing though, when your bottle's coming to an end, it tends to do that on you, especially if you're lying down. So just go like that. And stick the lid on quickly. Right, we'll leave it lying down because we might need it again. And then I'm gonna go like that. Put my spacer in. Make sure it's up across. Now it's still very wiggly, guys. Okay. So we're gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna go like that. I'm going to, just where it is, I just want to normally I would use this and go, trying to find the gap here. There we go. And just get that in there so we have now I don't really have sort of farmed themed ephemera or anything like that, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I do have some farm themed fabric for a quilt I was gonna do that I never did. So just getting the glue right up to the edge here. Okay, so we've got that yolk down there, and then we need to just want to make sure this is come on. That's all need there, and then I think let's stick this piece down here. Just to be sure, you know. So this, it's almost impossible to tear this. This is for your mailing envelopes. You know those plastic McGoody-Yetties? It's made with this. Right, so we are going to stick this down here. Okay. Like that. Does that look... Just everything's looking good this side. Right, this one I'm going to put straight on the, what you call it? Just do this so that we can stick that down now. So that will be secure. And then I am going to use my big shot, my big crocodile, and I'm going to just want to get this right to the edges. Use that to make the holes. You'll see. But this, of course, is going to have to dry. Stick that down. We're going to go like this. Okay, and then just get that down there. And this one over here, so that we have a bit of an expansion joint there on the side. This one, need the clip to come to the end. Come down there, please, Mr. Twister. Right. Oh, geez, I just jumped in here, guys. How are you? Hey, how have you been? Haven't done a journal in a while, have I? You're probably in a state of shock. There we go. Now I'm going to leave that to settle. This needs more glue in there, but I'm not going to do it now. I want to let the other glue just stick down. And then we can sort of patch up the little bits that are lifting. Okay, so that's drying. We're going to do our pages, and so I'll probably only be here next week. What I'm going to do with this, because I have this mat, I'm just going to take an iron. I'll probably put it on my silicone mat so that I can lift it up so it won't actually stick. So I'm going to iron this flat. And then I think we might stick it on here, on top of whatever fabric or whatever we're going to do underneath. There'll still be another layer before we stick this on. Okay, so let's leave that to dry. So that's it. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to say cheerio for now. Now I want to keep this. Let me write this on here. Spacer, and let me light it on this side in case I don't turn it over. There we go. Let's put that there with our susati stick, our kebab stick. and I need to keep this right. So we'll get moving off with that. I'm going to remember cut off 1/4 inch. Actually, you know what, I think to be efficient I will do a sticky note and put sticky note down there, and then we can start putting the book together. So thanks for watching this far, and then I will see you next time. Hopefully have all the pages. Cheerio for now.